Hey, this is Matt Roberts, your Recruitboss. Yesterday, Apple had its keynote address. It introduced the Apple iPhone X and the iPhone 8. Great phones, big technological leaps, and it brought to mind one of my least favorite topics when talking with athletes, and that's your phone. You kids, you live on your cell phone. Athletes, you live on your cell phones. We all do. I'm recording this on a cell phone. This is what we do. But here's the problem. You live on your cell phone, but there is a time to put the phone down. Now, keep this in mind. Coaches can contact you through social media. They contact you through Twitter. They contact you through Facebook. They send you text messages. They send you emails. That's what they do. There are certain restrictions as to when they can call you and what time they can call you and how much they can contact you based on what year you're in. But while you're communicating with coaches that way, remember that when you actually get to speak to a coach face to face, put the phone down. I've seen it way too many times. If I'm talking to an athlete or a coach is talking to an athlete, they're talking like this, or they're doing this while they're talking to you. How disrespectful and rude and ineffective is it when you're talking to your phone when you should be talking to your coach? That's a big problem. Here's an example. I had a coach come in from Texas, flew in from Texas to see one of my athletes, right? I got a meeting with the coach. We sat down. The athlete happened to be there. And when the coach came in, the kid kept looking at his phone the entire time. He kept checking his phone over and over again throughout the course of the meeting, to the point where the coach had to say to him, you got something important, you want to get that? And the kid actually did. Are you kidding me? I couldn't believe that he actually answered a text message. What to you is so important when you're talking to a coach who's going to potentially change your life and give you money to play football in college or whatever sport they're going to pay you to play in college? But in this case, for this kid, it was football. What is so important that you have to answer that text at that moment? Unless it's another offer from another school, and I highly doubt that that's the case. And even then, you don't answer the text. Listen to me. I'm not going to say back in my day. Well, the hell with it. I'll say back in my day, we had to wait to respond. You had to wait to hear coaches, meet them in person. You couldn't do all this instant gratification communications. We had to wait to talk to our friends. Your friends aren't going anywhere. You don't need instant response on a text message. It'll keep. That's the beauty of a text message. If you sent me a text message yesterday, guess what? It's still there tomorrow, and the day after, and the day after that. That's amazing. Unless you delete your phone, it's still there. Pretty impressive. So you don't have to respond to a text message right away. Any kind of message, just wait. If it's from your friends or a family member, unless someone's in the hospital and you're meeting with a coach, put the phone down. Trust me, it's disrespectful. It's very bad etiquette if you're looking at your phone when you're trying to talk to a coach. Now, when do you pick up your phone? You pick up your phone when the coach calls you. Very simple. If the coach calls you, you answer your phone, because that could be the deal. Here's the story. I had an athlete, another football athlete. It's amazing how they all happen to be football athletes with these crazy stories, but I had an athlete who had a coach called me and said, I'm going to give him a full ride. I went, that's awesome. Give him a call. I can't wait. A couple days go by, I hear nothing. So I contacted the coach and said, hey, coach, did you hear anything from this kid? He went, no, he never responded to me. I'm like, are you kidding me? You never responded. I called the kid's father. I said, he never responded? Why would you not respond to a coach who was going to give you a full ride? A full ride, man. but you didn't respond. Because why? Because you're too lazy? I guarantee you, if it was a good-looking young lady in school and you're a guy, you're going to respond pretty quickly. I bet you'll respond to that call. I bet you if you're a girl and it's a guy you have a crush on who's contacting you, you're going to respond to that call. But when it's a coach that contacts you more than once and you won't pick up the phone, kids, look, athletes, you have to understand etiquette. You're verging on being an adult. When you're in high school, you're right there on the precipice of being an adult. And being an adult means you have responsibilities. People aren't going to babysit you all the time. They're not going to wipe your little nose. You're going to have to do certain things. And part of that is being responsive and taking care of your own responsibilities. Being a responsible adult means responding to a coach when they contact you, or not actually picking up the phone to look at your text messages or sending a text message while you're talking to a coach. It's improper. Very simple. If you have a cell phone and you're talking to a coach in person, put it away. It'll keep. But if you're waiting for a coach to contact you, or you're being recruited, like I do and we do here for our athletes, then have your phone on your hip and be ready to respond to the call from the coach. Very simple. But when you're meeting a coach, you put the phone away. That takes priority, even if a coach is trying to call you while you're meeting with the coach. But then you better return that call to the coach. Simple, guys. Not too tricky. So heed my warning. Follow those rules. It'll help you out in the long run. And if you need more help, you contact me. I'm on Twitter and Facebook at Recruitboss. You can also contact me, recruiting@knowyourgoal.com. That's pretty simple. But contact us. We can help you out to get recruited and help guide you through the process. Meanwhile, enjoy your cell phones, enjoy your smartphones, and stay in contact. All right, this is Matt Roberts, your Recruit Boss. Know your goal.